Hello, I'm playing Project Argo. It's a free game from Bohemia. Now, is it basically ArmA Lite, or is there something more to it? I thought I'd give it a go. First match here, I'm playing against AI. It's an all-human team, and you have to complete various objectives. Now I found, can't find a server. So I ended up, look for a match. It's not going to find one. That's annoying. Oh, show all servers. This is a familiar screen, isn't it? Well, if you've played ArmA. Yes, I agree. Good lord. It's not waiting for the host to choose because it's a match in progress. I think, right. Wait, do I have to press that again? At least as an auto-rifleman, I have a substantial weapon. Well, I have no idea what's going on. I presume that's a teammate. We're attacking a thing. At least there's a map on the right, so I've got some idea of where we are. But I really have no idea what we're doing. That's the first thing. Before you play Project Argo, it's a very good idea to read up some information to find out just what on earth is happening. Unfortunately, an awful lot of the new players, well, an awful lot of the players are new players because the barrier to entry is nothing. And so, yeah, you can end up having a lot of fun, getting team killed, having no idea what's going on yourself, having weak weapons. Anyway, you might notice that this is all very familiar. It is basically a subsection of ArmA 3 itself. There are some AI, well, some missions against the AI, and there's some player versus player. See, I've just managed to kill one of my teammates. In fact, look at the amount of friendly fire that's going on. Key thing you have to learn is which team is which. You're going to have to be able to discern whether people are on your team or the other team by a quick glance. And I would strongly advise that once you decide to play on a particular team, you never ever change it. The basic difference between the two teams is one plays with no sleeves and sort of brown type camouflage, and the other one has the sort of dazzle triangle pattern camouflage with full sleeves. So it's not exactly shirts versus skins, it's sleeves versus skins. Skin arms, army skin, whatever. But when I finally got onto a game with this fellow, he knew what he was doing, and we got on just fine. You know, we've got definite objectives. He moves properly.
Nice. Proceed to the following objectives.
So there we go. He's captured a terminal. I'm just up here having a little look, make sure things are clear. They are. We haven't needed to really shoot at anyone so far. It's all good. Oh, we've been joined by another player. He's probably not as useful. It's just moving properly, covering each other. And, you know, I could really see the fun in playing this with friends. Oops. Now, you can revive fallen teammates, and it's kind of curious to see what they do. I've got a pair of those gloves in real life. Well, a very similar pair. Now, are my teammates going to come and help me out? In actual fact, because I'm playing with decent fellas, yes they are. So that's me accidentally pressing the wrong key. It's all about moving, completing objectives. One problem is the weapons you start off with are garbage. Thankfully I've managed to grab a better one. You earn experience points and stuff as you play the game. And experience points allows you to get yourself better loadouts. I think there's level limits on certain weapons and things. But yeah, you know, my first couple of games of this, I was just, ugh, what is going on? Why is everyone a moron? Team killing became a massive problem. But once you get the hang of the uniforms and always sticking to the same team and finding a good group of people to play with, it goes well. I really enjoyed this particular mission. Yeah, a well-drilled group is very handy. I've got an auto weapon here, so let's lay down some covering fire. It's not necessarily about being hideously accurate. Yeah, if you can suppress the enemy a bit. It doesn't matter whether you're a great shot or not, you know, you can play an active role. It's something I liked in some of the old Call of Duty games. Yeah, Call of Duty. In multiplayer, when playing with a group, you could actually be an effective member of the team, even if you weren't a great Twitch shooter or anything like that. So yeah, am I going to play Project Argo more? Well, play it with friends, and it's especially good if you have friends who might like to get into ArmA, or you'd like to play ArmA with. Because ArmA's pretty daunting to get into. Although Project Argo is it's got quite a steep learning curve for the first 10 minutes, but once you've got the hang of it, it's not too bad. Now, after playing some PvE, here I went on to play some PvP games, and that's very different. Unfortunately, that seems to be the main focus of most players. But I quite like these PvE encounters. And I've just been joined by a couple of people right at the end.
Mission accomplished. Good
There we
work,
go.
team.
Completed it. It's quite fun doing these. Hey, everyone goes nuts and shoots in the air at the end. And yeah, I like doing that. But unfortunately, PvP is probably most likely to be the most common gameplay mode that you're going to encounter. Yeah, pay attention to this screen. That's the difference between the factions. And yeah, here I am in a standard PvP one. We have to attack, capture some points. That's basically what they all are. We try to capture and hold some points, and the other team try to prevent us from doing so. And then on the next round, it's your turn to do the opposite. So yeah, quite fun. But unfortunately, you'll come up against people who absolutely know the map. You'll notice there's a tiny play area. And so for your first times, you're just going to get slaughtered over and over again.
Enemy forces acquired the airdrop. Stand ready. Time limit reduced.
I have never understood why
Time limit for the task
in first-person shooter games, the better you get and the more XP you accumulate, the better the weapons it gives you. So that starting players have garbage guns. I mean, here, this gun doesn't have a sight. No optic of any kind. You're relying on iron sights, and they're not good.
Cannot complete the mission.
And there we go, we failed that mission. Yeah, when I come up as the top ranked player in my team on my first time trying, that's not good. It's because I actually played some of the objectives. And, oh yeah, didn't die. So, not fabulous. But after a couple of games, I got the hang of this. Still got garbage guns, and it takes me a while to level up to get anything useful. Unfortunately, a lot of people will insist on playing Team Deathmatch. No matter what the mode is. That's all they're playing. They don't bother going for any of the objectives. And they don't bother helping any of the players who do. Whereas if you actually move in a proper team, pay attention to things, then it's a great fun experience. The voice chat is mostly just children shouting at each other. So I generally turn that down. Here we are, capturing a station. I'm not really clued in on what directions the enemy can come from, so I was kind of looking the wrong way there. We're a bit too close for comfort. This is another station. There we go. Get it opened up. This is what you're supposed to be doing, connecting nodes to a network. And eventually you have to go for the main node, which is huge. But yeah, you're going to find, to start with, if you're playing with strangers, you're going to have difficulty.
Our unit is capturing
another friendly fire death going on. It happens all the time.
Caution. Half of the limited time.
I presume once the game settles down and people actually become used to it, this will be less of a problem. If the uniforms were more distinct, it would probably be better. From a dark outline over there, can I tell if that guy's on my team or not?
Warning.
In fact, you'll find team killing becomes a huge problem. You've got to learn the difference between the uniforms on site.
My bad, sorry.
Yeah, he's not apologising for killing me. Despite being an experienced player, he's just killed one of his own team. But yes, it can be very confusing to begin with. And some of the behaviour of the other players
airdrop has
can put
landed
you
in
off.
the area.
Plus, obviously, there are people who are superb at this already. So, it's kind of a good way of trying somebody out on ArmA. Obviously, free games are never the best games when it comes to player community. Yeah, pay attention to this screen. That's the difference between the two teams. That's what you're going to be able to detect. But after playing for a while, I got the hang of this. I started learning what to do. And soon I was actually a useful player.
When you guys go right for, yeah, 1 Bravo, I'll go straight to 2.
Goodness me.
As fast as possible. You guys try and get an angle on main.
So yeah, a voice chat message there that was actually useful and friendly. You know, it's all about who you play with, or with whom you play. It's especially good if you can get a group of friends in, although it is a little tricky to organise. You basically need to find an empty server and all join together. Oops. See, even I'm not immune to friendly fire mistakes. Just because somebody was shooting in my direction, I thought, oh, have I got it wrong? But yeah, friendly fire is an enormous problem. Hello. Ooh.
Oh, sorry, that's my bad. Did you run by the door? There you go.
Disruption of enemy connection ended.
But yeah, the first thing...
Grid is being established. Proceed with
You're gonna get shouted at a lot, you can hear quite a lot of swearing. You're gonna witness a whole ton of friendly fire. May even be on the receiving end or the instigator yourself. Here we are running around at the start of the mission. Somebody's already shooting. Can't possibly be any enemy for him to shoot at. But now he thinks it's fun to shoot at us.
At any point in time, you can fuck off.
And that's the trouble with this. I wish they'd actually charge some money. If they charge just a couple of pounds or maybe £5 or something, then yeah, it would have reduced the number of morons playing. Oh look, we've just friendly fired on our own team. Still a good opportunity to seize a better weapon.
Airdrop has landed in the area.
So that's it. Do I recommend that people play Project Argo?
Our units are securing the airdrop.
Maybe. I'd certainly recommend that you give it a try and see if you like it. If you care for more sort of frantic, sort of close quarters action, then it's good.
Our units secured the airdrop.
If you want to play sort of non-PvP, player versus enemy, player versus environment, I don't know what PvE stands for, but if you want to play some PvE type missions with friends without the hassle of downloading stuff or subscribing to mods or whatever, then yes, it's a good way of doing that. And if you have friends whom you think may be interested in playing ArmA 3 proper, then this can be quite a good introduction. But yeah, I really shouldn't be coming out as top player on about my third game. Perhaps when the game matures, it'll improve. Anyway, that's a quick look at Project Argo. Ta-ra!